Hey everyone, welcome back. Or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Umi, and today I am walking around my neighborhood. It is currently about 10:30. It's actually kind of cold, but anyway, just gonna give you guys a little update on what's going on in my life. Today I didn't feel very well. I don't know if I'm still recovering from like traveling or what. Like I'm pretty sure I caught something like a small bug because I haven't been feeling like 100% since I've gotten back from Japan. And I was going for a while while I was over there. I only really had one day to rest when my sister got sick. She got pretty bad food poisoning one night, but was fine in about 24 hours. Yeah, she got sick in Kyoto. That was unfortunate. We we went to Universal Studios Japan, and it's out in Osaka. And my sister loves coconut shrimp, and she just had to go. She had to go to Bubba Gump, which has coconut shrimp, right? But it's Western food, and one thing I noticed about Japan is that the Western food there isn't really good. Like I don't know what it is, but I guess it's like you could compare it to how like here in the States, if you go to like a Japanese restaurant, it's like westernized Japanese food, or it's like only sushi, But Japanese food is like, it's much more than just sushi, But yeah, there's definitely like a different level of quality when you go to Japan and you have, Japanese food, obviously, right? But yeah, no, we went to Bubba Gump, and I got. It's funny because we both had shrimp, and I even had some shrimp off of her plate. I think I had one shrimp because when you get coconut shrimp, it's usually like 5 or 6 large shrimp. So I traded her one of my ribs for one coconut shrimp, and surprisingly, I didn't get sick. So it couldn't have been the whole batch of shrimp because I had one and I was fine. I think we like theorized what happened was maybe, I know sometimes restaurants do this, they'll use the last batch, like the last bit of shrimp in a bag that's maybe been just sitting in the freezer or fridge for a while, and it should be tossed out, but due to like negligence or they're just trying to save money, they throw it in anyway, and it's sometimes fine, sometimes not so fine. Like I think if you're sensitive to things, like my sister and me included, was pretty much my whole family actually. We're all pretty food sensitive. I definitely have a very weak stomach, but it's funny. Like for me, I don't get like food poisoning often, but I will often have to like run to the bathroom, like I'm like that kind of sensitive stomach. But in my sister's case, she had to like throw up. It was that bad. But sorry if you're like eating or anything like that. This is kind of gross, but um yeah, I just want to share my my experience, I guess. But yeah, you always have to kind of be careful when traveling and eating out because you're constantly eating at restaurants. Because you're on the move, you don't really have time to, or you don't have the appliances if like you're staying in a hotel, to like just run to the grocery store and cook your own food. Most people don't do that, but yeah, no. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, so I had the ribs, and I had like different kinds of shrimp. They were much smaller. It was like the surf and turf, I guess. And I was fine. But my sister, she got like these bigger shrimps, and yeah, what probably happened was like there was a bad, like older few that got thrown in, and I was lucky. I got one of the fresher shrimps, I guess, and then she got the bad ones. But yeah, dude, it was. Let me tell you, it was scary. Because I was like, we had such a great day that day. It was such a great time. It was really fun seeing Universal Studios in Japan. It's like because we have one here, and we used to go to one all the time in the States, and it's like a fun thing to do, right? But to see it like all in Japanese, and like to see certain rides that aren't, obviously they're not in the States. It's like Japan only kind of thing. That was really cool to see. There was this one ride in the Jurassic Park world that was like this. I think it was called the Flying Dinosaur, and it was basically just like a pterodactyl ride. Oh, what the sidewalk is closed. That's weird. I'm just gonna walk on the street. There's like a party going on over here too. This is weird. Well, I guess they're laying new sidewalks down. But anyway, there was like this one pterodactyl ride, which was really cool. Like how you get into it is like you sit down in this thing, and sorry, I'm like really close to the street. I have to walk around the construction site here. Yeah, no. So what you do is like you sit down in this. It feels like a normal roller coaster, and then once you get like settled in, and they strap you in, it goes horizontal. So one moment you're sitting, the next you're like, basically it feels like you're ready to fly. It's really cool, and you're like looking at the ground. We were next to these like Japanese schoolgirls, and they were like screaming their heads off, and they it was so funny because we weren't even like moving yet, and they were freaking out. Like we went, horizontal, and that's when they started freaking out. It's funny, but yeah, that was a really cool ride. It's pretty fast. Definitely not as fast as the newest Jurassic Park ride, which is I think it uses like electromagnetism, which really boosts the speeds, which is really cool. Like if you haven't been to Universal in a few years, definitely go. They've got some pretty cool stuff going on lately. Oh my gosh, there's more sidewalk work. Wet cement. But yeah, So anyway, that day was really cool. And then to end it, to get dinner, we decided on Bubba Gump because if you're not familiar with Universal, the way it works is you when you first like get to, or like you're trying to get to the gates, there's this place called City Walk, and they've got a bunch of like restaurants, and I think the hotel is there, and it's just kind of like a bunch of it almost feels like a mall. You've got like restaurants, places to shop, like there's usually like an arcade or two, just like fun little things here and there tossed about. And let these cars go by. Yeah, usually there's like a Bubba Gump. There's usually a Bubba Gump restaurant there. And we had to go. We had to get her coconut shrimp. I had a bad feeling too. I was like, I don't know. Because it's funny. My sister, this is her second time in Japan. And the first time she was in Japan, she got food poisoning from a Western restaurant. So clearly she didn't learn her lesson, or was quick to forget, I guess. Or not so quick. I mean, it's been well over, I think, a decade or two since the last time she was back there. But yeah, no. So unfortunately, she got food poisoning there, and we had to take a break. Which honestly, looking back on it, it was kind of needed. Like I kind of needed the break too. It was nice to just have one day just doing nothing, like absolutely nothing. I mean, I was still doing stuff because I was taking care of her. Like I had to run to the pharmacy and get like medicine and stuff. Bring her back food. I mean, food she didn't even want to eat, really. Like I bought just like plain white bread and like very plain ramen, like ramen noodles, and basically just like convenience store food. They call it a kombini in Japan. But yeah, she didn't even touch any of that. She just needed water. That's one thing. Like if you have food poisoning, your body's just rejecting everything, right? And with that, you have to remember to stay hydrated because, as you're rejecting everything, like all the fluids and like your hydration is like going out with it. So, and even though it sucks, because like I was pretty much telling her, like, look, you got to drink, just take small, tiny sips. Try to drink something because I think more often than not, people who have food poisoning end up hospitalized, not because of the food poisoning itself, but because of the dehydration. And she started taking little sips, and 10 minutes, 15 minutes later, she'd have to run to the bathroom and throw it up. And it was just water, But yeah, you just kind of have to ride it out. But yeah, I was freaking out because, here she was, not doing too hot. And I'm like, oh man. Because I think the last time she got food poisoning in the States, she had to go to the hospital and get like an IV and fluids and stuff like injected into her. So I was looking up hospitals in the area, like what to do if you're a foreigner in Japan and, you have no insurance. I was like looking up all this stuff. And then I'm just like, I read some articles that were like, if you have food poisoning and you are a healthy adult, in this case, we're like healthy, youngish adults, I guess you could say, or my sister at least. Um, you know, odds are you can just ride it out, and as long as you stay hydrated, usually you'll be fine. So I'm like, all right. And I said to myself personally, I'm like, I'm gonna give her 12 hours. If she doesn't stop throwing up in 12 hours, I'll take her to the hospital. And then yeah, like after hour 6, she stopped throwing up, and we were fine. She could start drinking water again. She could she didn't want to eat. She didn't really eat much for like 3 days. But I got to give her credit. She really just kept pushing forward, and kept going, kept moving. And we still had so much left. Like it sucks because it wasn't at like the end of the trip. It was like right in the middle. We still had like a full week to go. But no, it ended up working out in the end. A little scary hiccup, sure, but we were fine. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to say, me personally right now, haven't been feeling too good. I think I'm still getting over whatever I caught on the plane or something in Japan. Because I was just so worn down, right? But yeah, like today I was kind of dizzy most of the day. I woke up late. I've been going to bed pretty late. I've been trying to get back into making videos for you guys, and yeah, it's been hard to like get back into the swing of things. But I'm just trying to keep on pushing, get these videos out. Trying to still keep my one a day what's it called? Yeah, I'm still trying to keep my one video upload per day streak up. I know I kind of broke the streak when I got back because I was so tired. There was just absolutely no way I could do it. First of all, my sleep schedule was all messed up, and I didn't feel good. And yeah, it took a few days to feel like the drive again to get back on the horse, so to speak, right? But yeah, hopefully I'll feel better soon. I'm still trying to fix my sleep schedule. It's still kind of messed up, but little by little. I'm still playing Death Stranding. Let me know if you guys are getting bored of that, because I'm still enjoying it, but I know it probably like gets annoying to watch all the time. I try to mix it up every now and then, throwing in like a first-person game or something, like the Finals or Rainbow Six. But yeah, I think I just reached a point in the game where they actually say like, you're halfway there. Like, it's funny. I think the creator is like Hideo Kojima was like trying to tell the audience, I know it's a long game, but keep going. But yeah, no, it's kind of crazy how in that game I've been playing for, it feels like 30 or 40 hours now, which is usually the average length of like a normal game. And I just got to a part where it's turned into like Metal Gear Solid, like you're like shooting and you're fighting bad guys. I just got to that part, which is pretty insane. usually by 30 or 40 hours, you've seen everything the game has to offer, right? Like all the gameplay features and whatnot. So it's kind of cool to see how like the game still has like tricks up its sleeve, so to speak. But yeah, really enjoying it. I saw a trailer for the second one coming out soon, and in the trailer there's like inherent spoilers, and I'm just like, oh no. So I immediately turned it off. But yeah, I feel kind of spoiled there because I just started Death Stranding, so it's cool to see how like the second one's about to be released, and I didn't really have to wait, So, but anyway, guys, hope you all are well. Hope you all are doing better than me, health wise. Look after yourself, take care of yourselves. Know when to slow down when you feel like you're getting burnt out or burning the candle at both ends. That's pretty important. Know your limits. And yeah, if you like the video, please like the video. Dislike it if you dislike it. Let me know in the comments what you think, or if there's anything you want me to cover next. Drop me a comment. Let me know how you're feeling right now. Are you guys healthy? Doing well? Let me know. I'd love to hear from y'all. And of course, if you enjoy this sort of thing, please consider subscribing. It helps me and the channel go a long way. But anyway, I will catch you in the next one. Later.